Hi, everybody, and welcome back. On today's episode, we will be discussing Restore Me by J.L. Seegars, and on our next episode, we will be discussing The Tenant by Frida McFadden. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at bookedandbusypod_ for updates and additional announcements. So, to start off, we want to talk about our little bit of hiatus. So, me and Tonitra, we have been in the process of getting things together for our next season, moving. So, we will discuss all of this on our last episode of the season and, of course, on Instagram. But I want to start today's discussion by asking you this question, Tanitra. When is the acceptable time period to move on from your dead husband or your dead wife?
That's a deep question.
It's so many
I
elements to
think you
that
need to give
question.
yourself at least about a year to grieve. And even if you think you're over it, anything before that, I think you're just kind of fooling yourself and you inviting another person into a world of hurt if you don't at least a year. But people move at different paces. So it's like, I don't. If you think that you're ready to move on after a year, then that's fine. Like, we're gonna get into Sloane and everything, but she took like 4 years before she could even like be interested in a man, and I think that's probably the higher end. But again, I can't tell you how to respond when you done lost your spouse. Like that's a deep thing. So I'm at least a year, but
It
everybody moves at
depends
their
on
own
the
pace.
person, for
It
real, for
does.
real.
It also like the marriage. Because all
Oh,
marriages
yeah.
ain't perfect. If this is the love of your life and y'all were in the midst of love, then it's probably gonna take you a little bit more time. But if this was just a marriage that you kind of like Angela's daughter did, got married and instantly started regretting it. Have you been watching Real Housewives?
Hmm.
Anyway, but yeah, like you got into this marriage and y'all know it's probably like not working or something. It might be a little easier, but you still lost somebody. So I don't know. I would say like a year at least though.
It definitely depends on the relationship
Yeah.
because if I found out my husband died and I found out he was just cheating on me or some bizarre shit
Yeah,
or
that's what I'm
something,
saying, depends on the
it ain't no
marriage.
funeral and I'm moving the fuck on.
And then you know what I also just thought about? Yeah, it depends because Nene moved on real quick after Greg died. Did you
But
notice that?
she knew he was about to die though. He had been sick for some time.
Oh, yeah. But she was outside, like. Also, they said that he was doing her a little dirty before he passed away, even before then. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it
Yeah. I
depends on
mean,
the marriage.
granted, they got divorced before.
Yeah, and before he passed, they were having issues, like her with his family and all that stuff. That's why it really does depend on the relationship before that person passed.
But
But it's
I
really however
will
much time you need.
Yeah, but I will also say too, we haven't heard her being like super serious with nobody since he died. Like,
And
I
that
feel
first man with
like,
the beard, Chad, she was outside. That was her boyfriend, she said.
but maybe she probably have like a declaration probably for herself. Like, she probably not getting married again. Maybe she probably
Mm,
wants to date, but not
as she
necessarily
should.
be. Do you think Lauren London is dating
I do, and I think
secretly?
she's keeping it under wraps as she should because niggas are stupid, and I know they
And
gonna be.
judgment is real.
It's
Like,
so real. I know.
mm-hmm.
I feel like she is, and she's smart to keep whoever it is hidden and keep that thing under wraps.
I bet it's hard to do that too with
Yeah,
it being so public. You probably can't even go and get no coffee with no nigga.
yeah. You see how they did Kobe's wife when she wasn't even dating that man. She just went outside. They just act like you supposed to be single for the rest of your life and sit there crying in the house. See, I don't know. I don't subscribe to that, especially if you young.
Yeah, yeah,
You gotta go
you're
find you
right.
new little go do something.
I don't know. It just seems so. I think I probably would have at some point probably moved on.
Mhm.
Probably at some point because since we're about to talk about the book,
Mhm.
Sloane being her husband being dead for 4 whole years before she starts to actually considering the date. That's
Mhm.
a long ass time. That's a
It's a
whole
long
lifespan
time.
in college.
Mhm.
Like that's a very long time. 4 years with no ping.
With none, just a little vibrator. Like, child, But that's a good segue into this book.
Yes, let's do a little quick summary of Restore Me.
All right. So, in Restore Me by J.L. Seegars, we meet Sloane Kent and Dominic Alexander. Sloane, as we've already kind of mentioned, is widowed. Her husband had passed away in a car accident about 4 years before the events of this book take place. Her husband had a best friend, Dominic Alexander, who can't stand Sloane. She can't stand him. We don't know why at the beginning. We know that they have history and he don't like her. So anyway, Sloane, she's in her professional working life. She runs into Dominic while working on this project. He gets pulled into the project. Now they have to work together. Come to find out, well, at the beginning of the book, we see Dominic have this encounter with this strange woman in college who he like falls for real quickly, but it doesn't go anywhere apparently because he's single when we meet him. Come to find out that's Sloane. And Sloane, the next morning or something, she just kind of brushes off the encounter and she ends up in a relationship with his best friend, Eric, who she later marries. So Dominic is harboring all of this energy and all these memories for years, which is crazy. We gonna get into that.
Yeah.
Grown man. Anyway, Dominic is harboring all of that. And as they're working on this project and they're reigniting these feelings for one another, and they end up seeing each other, they're falling in love. Eventually, they're hiding it from everybody, of course, as it goes in these books. But also, Sloane is still best friends with her ex-husband's sister, who
Sister.
is her sister-in-law. So she's trying to keep it from her, from his mama, from her parents. Her mother sucks. She's like a
We gonna
snob,
talk about that mama,
wealthy
boy.
elite. Her mama sucks. Her daddy's a good man who I think is fine. But yeah, it snowballs into to Dominic finally admitting to her that she was the woman that he loved and that he fell for in college. Come to find out, he had left her a note and she didn't even get it. Her mama had came to see her the next morning, thrown the note away. Sloane had no idea that this man had all these feelings for her. She had just started dating his friend later. So anyway, they, come to a compromise and they end up together at the end of the book, and it's a very beautiful ending.
Yes, they end up getting married.
They get married. They do. He
Yes.
proposes to her. We don't see it, but we don't see the wedding, but we see the proposal and
So
the build up.
in the book that I have, in the version I have, it's the wedding scene, and the dad is getting a divorce from the mom.
Say what now? Why are there two separate versions?
Because she got a new publisher.
Oh my God.
Right, they didn't have that one in the first book, but she has in the book that I have. I didn't realize that was back there, so my bad. When I gave you that book, I didn't know it was a
Okay, well, that's
difference.
good to know. All right. Go,
Yeah.
you better lead that lady. I know that's right.
Yeah, so I had to give you that little summary right
Please,
there. So I'm
yes.
glad
That
we
makes it
revealed
even
that.
better.
Okay. But yeah, how about, so I don't, you know how we normally map out like who would we, because this is getting adapted into a TV series I saw on TikTok. I don't know if I showed it to you or I sent it to you. I send you so much TikToks from time to time. So on TikTok of like, I guess they're opting for the TV adaptation or whatever. I saw Spencer from All American on the conference room thing, and I don't know if he's playing someone or what.
Uh-oh.
But I can see him playing Dominic.
I could too.
I can definitely see
I'll
that.
take that.
Yeah, I can see that. I don't know who I see for Sloane, but I see Lynn Whitfield for that mama.
Oh, so good. So good. Yeah, I don't know
see
who I
her.
see for Sloane yet. I just see her as pretty and black and cute and young.
Yeah, just like a regular. She just sounds like a Yasmin to me. Like,
Right? Like, I don't know.
I have
But I
no
could see
clue.
that. I like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely Lynn Whitfield, child.
The
It's gotta
evil
be
rich
Lynn
mama. My mama was a junkie.
and a whore.
She traded me for
$10 in a fix.
It's time for you to take care of me.
You did that so good. If that man loves you, he is a damn fool. You coming in here with some bus driver.
And what's funny is Lynn Whitfield done played several characters of her being a rich mean mama.
Always.
So why do we pick the Tyler Perry film? Why is that the most memorable?
I do not know. It's the way Tyler be writing them characters, man. Just like, oh, you can't stand that mama, but you would be the perfect Lauren.
Yeah, for sure. But we're gonna get to like how she even messed up her and Dominic even getting together.
Yeah.
So how she wrote that was definitely like a
Yeah.
oh my God. But yeah, let me go to the first question. It says Dominic is introduced as someone who seems cold and harsh. Did you believe his reasons for treating Sloane the way he did? No, I thought he was being a bitch at first. Like I
I
really
thought he
didn't
was
like
being a bitch.
him.
Even after Imma be real, even after learning the reasons, I still was like, "You a grown ass man, like, you coulda came and talked to that girl or did
Yeah,
something." Like, something even while y'all are adults and all this stuff is past, okay, it's sad, but Eric is gone. Like, when y'all
yeah,
started having these feelings for one another, you know I can't stand being titillated with these books. They waited till, like, the
yeah.
last 20
I
something
hate them
pages for
books
him to
that be
finally,
like, yeah,
"Well, it was you." Like, you coulda just said that. Y'all grown. Like, she woulda
yeah.
understood.
I can't stand when these characters in these books and even in movies and shit.
I
Go
can't
ahead and
tell her.
say, go
I
ahead and
just
say what
can't.
the hell is going
It'll ruin
on.
everything. Everything was already ruined. Like,
It can't get
come
no
on.
worse than your best friend died in a car
I'm
accident.
saying,
Like
like,
it
say
really
something.
don't.
Like, come on. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he was definitely being a bitch. And I ain't gonna, okay, so at first, so I don't put him in my top of my book base type of thing.
Mhm.
He ain't in there. He can be in
No.
top 10, but he's not in there.
Mm,
He got sexy a little bit after, but his
mm.
sexiness is a little bit too aggressive for my liking.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's just like
He give me a little Morris Chestnut. He gives me a little Morris Chestnut.
it's like the only time I saw him like really, really attractive was when they were it was the scene when they were at the Sloan had went on that date with that other man.
Oh, yeah.
And I guess he was out with his chick or whoever,
His
her name
ex that
Kristen,
he was
whatever
still
that
banging
bitch.
on.
That bitch. Like,
Yeah.
she a whole nother conversation. But she I guess when she went to the bathroom and I guess the dude didn't accompany her, so he comes in the bathroom like this
Mm.
man gonna just let you go by yourself, like be by yourself. And I was like, okay,
Yeah.
that was a little cute.
And when he
That was
saved her
fun.
from that sexual assault thing that happened early in the book, that kinda did something for me because he just
Yeah.
came out of nowhere like, whoosh.
Yeah, he gives protector. That's like the only thing I
That's
see
what I
like
love.
super sexy about him.
Mhm.
That's like only it, but he's still not in top 5 book
No,
bays.
I just
Like, nah.
don't like you sitting there holding on to all these secrets and stuff, like, and then you turn to the bottle because your daddy said some mean words to you. That was also crazy to me.
Cause I
So I'm
don't
like,
like
you
no
didn't have to
man.
take the bottle. Like, whatever he was saying, it's like, you still ain't never beat on no woman. You ain't nothing to me. Ain't nothing my daddy can say to me that's gonna hurt my feelings because I know I still ain't never beat on no woman. And then she got breast cancer. Now I'm trying to turn my life around. I ain't never did that. I'm like, how
Right.
did he hurt your feelings that bad for you to be like, let me go get a fifth of vodka and chug it and hurt Sloane's feelings. Like, oh, I don't like
And
him that much.
it's
Yeah,
like I like for men to be vulnerable, but I don't like them to be like I don't like mean, angry men. You know what I'm saying?
at all.
You ever notice like if you be around a man and they be doing like a broke period in their
Oh, they
time,
get
they be
mean.
mean. I don't
Oh,
like
they
no
get
mean
mean.
man.
And we try to blame it on you. Like they take it out on you, like
Why
you
is
the
this?
reason.
Why is this everybody's
Don't let you
story?
be doing good. And they done went they ain't done lost their job or something. They gonna make it your problem.
Why has
Like I ain't
everybody
never
been
doing
through
that
this?
again.
Why is this a universal experience for all women?
I don't know. When
Because
men get broke, they get mean.
I swear, me and my mom that had this conversation, and me and my sister that had this conversation. Like, me, they get mean. You don't want to be around no broke men, and then they be quick to be
I'm
talking about
saying.
something. Yo, you only use me for money. I ain't finna be around you when you
Ooh, girl.
broke.
It's a certain don't let a certain ex get on my nerves. 'Cause I'ma come and blast a whole bunch of stories, but I got some stories. But
Yeah,
yeah, they get mean, child.
yeah, but I don't like no mean man. Like that's
At
just
all.
something
Don't
like
be
I don't
mean and
like.
don't be mean to me. I feel like I told this story already, but I don't care. And like maybe in a recent episode, a past
Uh-huh.
episode. But I remember like because I like somebody I could joke around with and we could have fun. But like don't make me the butt of the joke and then don't be getting all mad and stuff. And I remember being in college and my friend was just like, I don't like it when men are mean to me. Like I don't like when men are mean to you. And I was just
Yeah,
like I didn't see it as a mean at first, but it's like, yeah, I don't like when niggas mean to me either. Like, and from then on, I was just like, no, you're gonna treat me like a princess, or I'm gonna
yeah,
leave.
yeah.
I'm just a girl
I don't like no man talking to me all crazy and
at
rough and
all.
douchebaggish. Like, yeah, I
No,
think I remember we did talk about this like on episode
yeah,
before. I remember talking to a dude who was a douchebag. Like, I
yeah.
don't like that. I don't do that. I don't play like that.
I don't play like that. I do not play like that.
Next question. It says Dominic was Sloane's late husband's best friend. Did
Mhm.
that make the romance feel more complicated or did the story justify it?
I feel like that all this was for nothing because that made it easier to me. Like the family already knows who he
Yeah.
is and stuff. I feel like they made this more complicated than it needed
Yeah,
to be.
they did because I would rather Sloan. I'd rather you date him or be with him, rather some random man.
Yeah,
Honestly,
they know him already. Like no, I think they made it more difficult than it needed to be, and, like, it could have happened a lot more smoothly, especially given his feelings that he already had for her. I get why it's difficult, of course,
and
but
then yeah,
also
mm,
it's what I feel like it's what your late husband would have wanted for you and for his best friend, like, you know,
yeah.
take care of her.
I don't know if you ever seen this show before. It's on Netflix. It's called Manifest. I think that's what it was called. It was
Mm-mm.
when
I
they
know what you're talking about,
all
but I
yeah,
haven't seen it.
with the plane
Yeah.
shit. Okay. So on in this, like, okay, so they're all presumed dead on the flight, whoever was on that flight. So when they
Mm,
come back, they into the future or whatever, it comes to find out that one of the girls, the main character or whatever, her best friend and her fiance, I think at the time, they ended up being together because they
okay.
were grieving together.
Yeah.
You know, they
Yeah.
were just familiar with one another, so they ended up getting together. If you're presumed to be dead, then
I'm
yeah,
moving on.
it's time to it's just moving on. So yeah, I don't know if she was Sloan a little bit more concerned about because it made it more just like a oh when Mallory and the mama found out, it was kind of like a oh
Yeah, Mallory was, like, in a little shock, but she was more mad that you kept it from her and was keeping
yeah.
secrets as a friend would, but, like,
Yeah, but
they definitely made it
she
more
like
complicated
she
than it
like, "Girl,
needed
my
to
brother
be,
dead." Like,
right?
he
Like,
would want you to be
I'm glad
happy.
you're happy.
Right. So, yeah, I just think it was just them, like, trying to navigate that grief, and I understand it
And
probably.
him being just super fucking mean to her still, like, even
And
after Eric is gone, like, I didn't like that at all, like,
and
that
isn't
went on too long to me.
it might be a little weird as well that this is something that y'all have in common, a person that
Yeah,
passed. Like, I know it's a bit
y'all both are
weird, but
grieving.
yeah, it's just I don't
And he's still
I
being
yeah.
mean and stuff, all, like, snapping at her. That happened I counted, that happened for a good 100 some pages before they started, like, linking up.
And messing with each other. I want to talk about
Yeah,
the mama a little bit because she really infuriated me
please.
during this book. So, like, we found out that later on in the book that the mama was the one who took the note off of
Mhm.
Sloane's dresser in college, the one that Dominic had left for her, and she
Uh-huh.
took it off and she threw it in the trash or whatever. Come to find out, like, her mama is a fucking evil ass, like very fucking evil. Like I said, evil Lynn Whitfield. Like
Evil.
that's what she gives, like, you know, just slapping her. And also in the extended version, it comes to find out like that her mama never wanted children. That's why she is the way she is with Sloan.
Okay, now we getting somewhere, okay.
Yeah. So it's like, and the dad was explaining like when she got pregnant, when she started kind of like getting the attention and like all that stuff from being pregnant and about to be a mom, that's when she was kind of like going kind of like with it, but she didn't go
Mhm.
as we see, she's not a mom, like she
No.
leaves her with the nanny, she leaves her like, you know, all that stuff, puts her in all these like different programs for rich people. And
Mm.
then what really infuriated me was when they were sitting at dinner and the mama was like she acted a fool, like showed her ass at the funeral, at her
Yeah,
husband's
oh
funeral.
my
I was like,
god,
oh my god, like
and
I
she
almost
was,
dropped a
like,
tear.
downplaying the fuck out of like, "My husband? Like, how you say something like that?" And she's just like, "Well, you were out of his league anyway, he was never blah, 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 you coulda just
Like,
moved
why are you
on."
talking about
Like,
the dead like that, you evil
we
ass
wouldn't
lady?
as a grown woman, I wouldn't even have no contact with my mama. I don't know why you still talking to that lady.
Yeah, it's no way we would be
Are you
talking at
crazy?
all.
You slap the taste out your mouth in college and stuff.
Yes, I was just like, oh my god, like you didn't even say nothing all the way out the way to get slapped like that.
You're
So
a
it
grown woman. You
just
don't have to be around her anymore. I'm glad she finally came to that conclusion at the end. Like, this is the last time you're going to see me. But it took too long for me because I'm like, I'm not going to make myself uncomfortable while I'm paying my own bills.
next question. It says, what misunderstandings between Sloane and Dominic could have been avoided with better communication? He should have said he was still talking to that girl. That's what he could have
Oof.
said.
Oof. He also could have just, not as soon as Eric died, he could have just let her know what the deal was when they was in college. He let her sit here, and the whole
He
time, not
let
even knowing,
yeah.
she's been having dreams about this random incident that happened that she can't quite put together because she got drunk as hell for the first time and can't remember. You could have put the missing puzzle pieces back together and told her the truth a long time ago. A
But
lot
shit,
of
she's
things.
so out of her damn mind. She don't even remember. She was so drunk. She don't even
She
remember
was
nobody
like, I'm
even
finna
getting
get
home.
fly, I'm finna go get cute, and I'm finna go get drunk as hell. Like, for the first time, like, we all remember our first couple times getting fucked up in college. Like, you could have put them pieces together for her real quick. A lot of stuff could have been avoided.
Right. I remember one time I got like really, really messed up. It was like my 22nd birthday. Yeah, it was my
Mm.
22nd. I got like really, really drunk. I was in my license house and I was so drunk to the point I had faux locks in my head at the time. I
Mm.
had threw up in my hair and I had to take my hair down the next morning. That's how drunk I was. I know, that's so embarrassing. Like, cause my hair was so
Exactly
fucking
like
stank.
that.
Yeah, it was like my hair was so fucking stank. I was like, that's like one of my like most embarrassing moments like ever. Like I had the worst hangover. Like that was I
Yeah,
don't know why. And
yeah.
it's like and I was so drunk and so buzzed out my mind. Like I have videos in my phone, of course, but it's like I vaguely like remember them singing happy birthday to me. Like it's like I don't I remember it, but I kind of like I was out of it. Anyway, anyway, I remember this boy that it was like one of the boys like that I had liked or talked to or whatever. I remember them saying he had came back to kind of like come and check on me, and I vaguely remember him coming to check on me.
Mm.
Like, but it's like this weird thing. But he was actually a nice dude. I wish he wouldn't have like I don't know why did I stop talking to him? I must have stopped
I'm sure
liking
he
him for
did
a little
something to
bit.
deserve it.
I don't think he did nothing now that I think about it. He
No,
just
okay.
probably wasn't like all day. Cause I remember he had took me on a date to a Mexican restaurant and everything. Probably if I would have probably like acknowledged him probably that night when I was super drunk, I probably could have like, hey, you couldn't feel my boyfriend or something. I remember him. I
It's
remember him
probably a
thinking.
Dominic situation. He
Yeah.
should have came and put together them pieces for you.
Right. He was I don't know why we stopped talking because he stayed in an apartment complex like literally around the corner from me. So I'm just like, I don't know why I didn't like continue
Mm.
talking to him. But yeah, anyway, I was super, super drunk that night. But yeah, he should have definitely came back and said something. Nah, I think
Something.
that boy should have came back and said something to me.
He
Now that I
should.
think
That's what I'm saying. Like, the fuck? He seen you was toe up.
I know I was out of there too. I was like I said, I threw up in my locks and I had to take them out. It was awful.
Oh, shit.
Oh my God. Next question. How did you feel about that girl hooking up with Sloane's date? Did you think like she was always jealous of Sloane?
She definitely gave jealous, especially when she seen her coming out of Dominic's place all disheveled. But honestly, Ash was a dick, and so I'm glad that they ended up together or whatever. So I didn't like him at all. And
Why was he a dick? Yeah, I didn't think he was no bad person. I don't think he did
yeah, but when they
necessarily nothing
ran back into
wrong.
him, like, it was like this whole
He
thing,
was on
like,
a
"Oh, he's
date.
so concerned," and all this stuff. Like, who the fuck is
Yeah.
them flowers for? He don't know that they there together. Like, so now you just out here seeing other people without
I mean,
telling
but
me?
they were not exclusive though. They just went on one
They
simple
weren't, but,
date.
I don't know. He didn't give me, like, "You too nice and you too good," like,
If
something's
anything,
off
I
with
just
you.
didn't like that girl back doing that
I didn't
date
like
like that.
Kristen at all.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
I really thought that this book was gonna try to pull like a reverse 1-2 on us. Cause if this bitch would have came like with all them calls she was sending him, if she would have
Mhm.
came out the woodworks talk about she was pregnant, I would have threw this book across the room and not finished it. Cause like she seems like the type who would try that to keep him around. But
Right.
I didn't
Yeah.
like her.
Yeah, I don't and you know what? You know that you bring that up. I don't like when people you already know I don't like when people add that into books. I don't like when
Mm-hmm.
people add that shit into TV shows because I'm
Mm-hmm.
still very mad at Condola from Insecure. I'm still very fucking
Same.
mad.
I'm
I'm
still
still
mad at
mad.
Janae.
Yes, I'm still mad at Janae. Like, I don't like that.
I can't even
Babies
see that
ruin shit.
actress in nothing else before I'm just like,
Yeah.
ugh.
She's Janae.
She's a
She's
good actress.
Janae. Yeah.
It's like, I don't even want to see you in nothing else.
Yeah. That's how I'm just now getting over Drew Sidora. Like,
Same,
I'm just now
same.
getting over
Housewives,
her.
it kind of did something for you, but we all just now still
Yeah.
get. Then it don't help that they used your real name in the show. Like,
Right.
all right,
So that's why I'm kind of like, but I don't like when people throw that. Babies ruin things. Like, that
they
makes
do.
things very complicated. You can probably get over a little bit of cheating. a little
Then
hookup
a
or
whole
something.
new life,
But
yo. I'm
you,
supposed to accept a whole life that you done created with this bitch that she's keeping. She
no,
ain't
we
even got
can't
the
get past
decency to
it.
go run to the lady. Like she's gonna keep it.
Get some herbs, fall down some
She ain't
steps.
got the decency to go do nothing of that. She's like, no, I'm keeping it. No, I don't play that shit.
Like, why would you do that? But yeah, I don't like when they add that in
And
books.
why would
Like,
you want one with somebody who don't want it with you? Like that's just crazy to
and
me.
that's
This is a whole side conversation.
yeah,
But
yeah.
like
And
anybody listening who's thinking about doing some stupid shit like that, don't you dare try to keep no baby around just so you think that man, just because you think that it's gonna keep you a man around, because that dude is gonna resent you. And even if he cares about that child, it's not gonna do nothing for you. If y'all was done before that kid came, y'all gonna be done after it, even worse. And now you done ruined your own life because now you got to take care of this little motherfucker and be reminded of him every time you wake up in the morning. I'm hungry. You're going to be reminded of it. So don't do it. It's not worth it and it's not going to work.
this is just a hypothetical of if they would have added a baby in to restore me. I know they did it. I know we
Yeah.
just went into a whole little tangent of
Yeah.
kids ruin everything.
Yeah. That's messed up. Kids ruin everything.
They do. You can't. Where
They
that
kind
girl with the
of do.
list? They do mess
Unless
up
they made out of,
everything.
like, we ain't talking about people in love and stuff. Y'all, we ain't nobody talking about y'all.
No,
Get on over there.
no. I put no. Yeah, no. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie. That still ruins shit. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't even fuck with nobody say like it's we having
Your
babies.
face.
No. Like no,
No,
for real, what if the baby come out with some disabilities or something? Now your life is inconvenienced as hell.
that's true.
Like
That's your face. Like, no, they still ruin it even.
you can have double income, no kids. Like we
Yeah,
don't have to add a
that's
baby.
the life. That's why gay
Everybody don't
people
have
be so
to.
happy. Like they be just running
Uh-huh.
around gallivanting, ain't gotta worry about that, and they got all this disposable income.
Exactly. Ain't nothing nobody can tell me what's no benefit of having no kids. Girl, I'm gonna have a little conversation with you after
Yeah,
this
you
in
right, you
regards
right.
to that. But you know that's like my number one like deal
I
breaker or
know.
whatever. So I'll just say somebody brought up this reason talking about so they want to leave a legacy. I
Child,
wanted to deck them in the mouth so bad when they said that shit because
are you Genghis Khan? Are
legacy
you
does not
Queen
matter.
Elizabeth? Like, do you know your great great granddaddy's name? Let's start there. We're talking about some legacy. First of all, most of us don't even know our great great grandparents' names. There is
Yeah.
no legacy to be left.
We're gonna be in the ground dead.
Dead. We're
It
dirt.
doesn't matter. Tupac did not have no kids. It's a
What
lot of people who
legacy?
didn't have kids, bro. It's
You know, didn't
okay.
try that with me. I'm just like, what legacy? What do you have? And I'm like, I remember asking him, what have you done so great in your life? That means that you have to leave behind a legacy. And it was offensive. I guess you're not supposed to say that.
Me, but and then even like when people be saying that they want to have kids, like we can die tomorrow, like or even like if you are like, it's so many different possibilities. Like, what if your girl, whoever you have, is pregnant and you happen to die? Now she's left behind
Mm.
to have to take care of your child or to take care of children or
Or
whatever
vice versa,
scenario.
like things happen during childbirth. Like, what if you decide to do all of that and now she ends up passing away? You stuck with this kid that you got to raise. And a lot of men aren't even equipped to raise children, let alone by themselves. Let's start there.
Right. But yeah, I don't. Everybody stop
But yeah, that
adding.
would have pissed me off. Like that came across a couple times. Whenever she would call him and he like go sees her or calls back, I promise in the back of my mind, I was like, "Ooh, she better not be talking about she pregnant. She
Yeah,
better not be
because it
talking
did
about she
look
pregnant."
like some. It did look like
Right?
Kristen
Like
wanted
she
to
was gonna
trap
try to
him,
pull
like or
something.
something. Yeah, I think they ended up Sloane and Dominic ended up having kids of their own in that extended
Aw,
version. Because she did want to have
good.
children. She did want to have children. They both
Yeah.
look successful. This looks good
Mm.
in the book world, but I still am advocate of don't nobody have no kids. I don't care if you're married or not.
Especially now, the world is on fucking fire. Like,
Yeah, I
you
just
crazy as hell to bring a
yeah
kid into this world that's
yeah.
happening right now.
Yeah, I'll be okay. Okay. And last question. It says, was the enemies to lovers dynamic believable?
Yeah.
I just felt
Usually
like they
it's not
weren't
for me. It was.
enemies though.
That's what it was. I think that's why it worked. because they really didn't hate each other. He used that hate because he didn't want to feel the love that he had for her. So he was just really mean for her. And to her, he's just always been mean to me. That's how she was viewing it. But
Mhm.
like I don't think they were real enemies. But it and I usually hate tropes like this. Like that
Mhm.
whole like, oh,
Enemies
I
to
can't
lovers,
stand you
yeah.
and now we're in love. But
And
I was
that's
like,
some people's favorite
I
romance
hate it.
genre. I ain't a big fan of it.
But it in this particular story, Restore Me, it works for me.
Yeah, I'm more of a second chance girly.
Yeah, yeah. I'm more of a I done gave up on love and I don't want
Yeah.
nobody, and then this person comes out of nowhere and like shows me something
Yeah.
different. That's the
Yeah.
kind of story I love.
I'm a spin the block girly. I
You
like
are a
it.
spin the block girl.
Yeah, I'm a spin the block girly. Like I like second chance romance
I
because
do too.
I love Score. I love
Oh yeah.
Before I Let Go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That just reminded me too. This is off topic too,
Mhm.
but uh real when
Mhm.
it maybe like when I was on the plane though on my way here. I remember I don't know if you know who Maya the Don is, the rapper.
Yes. Mhm.
She did a whole song. I don't know, but the video she was just you throwing up all these books and stuff.
Yeah, she's
But
a
one of
book
them was
babe.
real.
Like, yeah, she's
Yeah,
like real deal
she is.
into
And so like
books.
I remember seeing like real the cover in like one of the stills, and I was like, oh, that was so good. Like it was done so well. And she ended up mentioning me like it was so good, and we ended up just talking about it like on Twitter. It was
Oh,
cute, but I was just
yeah.
like, oh, that's real. Like because that was a good ass book.
Yeah, Real was very a really
She
good
got
book.
good taste.
Even Real, how they're like how they just met organically, just even working. I like romances like that.
Yeah,
I
and they
like,
touched on, like, mental health and stuff so good, like,
hmm
oh my god, it was so good.
even like the casual. That's what I like too. Rhythms blues when she did that bump, and it was like, oh, hi, how are you doing?
Oh, yeah.
I love those. I don't know how to describe those romances, but I like
Meet cute.
those. Yeah, they just, oh my God, I just landed in
Yeah,
your arms. Like, oh, how
yeah.
are you? I hope that
I like
happens to
those too.
me.
I like a good meet cute. I do.
Yeah, I hope that happens to me next time I meet someone. I hope I'm like, boom.
Yeah, I want that for you. I want something completely fresh and new for you and for me.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. We definitely got it. But I want that. But I'm done. As far as spin the block on my end, I'm done with that.
I ain't spending nothing else.
No, no, yeah. I
Everybody
like
in
the
my past
books.
right now, I done
Yeah,
hit 30. If you was back there, you staying back there.
yeah. But enemies to lovers, like I said when I was talking to you earlier off camera, once I don't fuck with you, I really want the worst for you. So
I
I
want the
don't really
worst.
like enemies to lovers.
Yeah.
So yeah, they was acting at the beginning of this book, acting like they hate each other. I'm like, now how this shit gonna work? How they gonna
'Cause
start
there's no
fucking
way
like
I
each
woulda even
other?
been attracted to him. I don't care how attractive he is.
Cause
Like,
like I said,
sitting
that
there
mean
talking to
shit.
me crazy and stuff, it wasn't until they got in that club and that dude started getting all handsy and he, like, stepped in and, like, rough dude up a little bit that
And
they
even
kinda
that
started
wasn't
a
all
little
the
bit.
way attractive to me. It was just like you just being a man. You anything. You
You
just
doing what you supposed to
yeah.
do.
You really just doing what you're supposed to do. That
I
don't
see.
really turn me on. Like the lady said, she doesn't want to talk. Like oh, you're just doing some typical man shit.
Yeah.
Like that ain't even like that ain't getting me aroused or anything like that.
I
Like that
just
ain't
like
doing
when
nothing
a
for me.
man, like, messes up another man for being a dick and for being gross. Like, I just like to see it. That would have been enough for me.
Yeah,
Like,
I
come
just
over.
like I just like when the what's it called like I just really like when he went into that bathroom was like he couldn't walk you into the
Yeah.
bathroom like I like that but I don't like that just oh I'm gonna beat up a man boom like that ain't
That's what I
my
like. Fuck 'em up.
what would you rate this book Tanitra
Out of 10 or out of 5?
do out of 5
Out of 5 stars, I say 4 out of 5 only because it took too long for them to get together for me.
it was
Not
pretty
even get
lengthy
together, but express it. And like all this secretive shit, I don't like that. All that titillating and stuff, all that hiding. It's like it's too commonly used, and I don't like that whole thing where we gotta keep this under wraps because of blah, 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 blah. That's the only reason it don't get a 5 for me. But everything else, I love this book.
do you feel like J.L. Seegers paints a sex scene like in a raunchy or in like an eloquent way, because I feel like it's levels to painting sex scenes because there were a lot of them. So I feel like
There
it's
were a lot
levels
of
to
them, and
yeah.
that's what I was gonna say. I was like, I feel like hers were a little bit more eloquent, but there were a bunch of them.
Yeah. I will say I feel like they were a bit okay, I'll put it right here. Like Kennedy Ryan is like she can write it very without you feeling like ugh. Like you
Yeah.
can like it I don't feel like a prude when I'm like I didn't feel prudish when I was reading it.
Mhm.
When I was reading Restore Me.
Mhm.
So, and I feel like with Kennedy Ryan, I never feel kind of like prudish. But
Mhm.
if you go down just a little bit from that scale of Kennedy Ryan writing a sex scene to J.L. Seegers writing it, it's not too much different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could agree with that. It was just a lot of the different scenes,
Yeah.
like,
It was a
and then it
lot.
wasn't no variety. Maybe that's why it felt like a lot to me, because like, it's, like, still sexy. It's just Dominic and Sloane, Dominic and Sloane,
And
Dominic and Sloane. Yeah, it's like, it's predictable at this point. Like, we get it, y'all have good sex. But, like, you gotta mix in them sex scenes. Like, come
yeah,
on. I mean,
it
I guess it's
wasn't
only their perspectives, so
but I
but
feel like okay, no, I put it like this. I feel like it was a lot of sex scenes,
mhm,
but like you said, they were like not nothing too much different. Like you
mhm.
know, and if you read Before I Let Go, or if you read Can't Get Enough, you can remember vividly, like on 2, 3 experiences of
Each
them
sex
having.
scene.
Yeah, you can picture it with J.L. Seegers writing a sex scene. It's like y'all
They're all
already
the
kind of been
same.
in, yeah, like y'all already kind of like did a little swoop swoop in the
They do the
elevator.
same shit every time. It's
You
like,
already did like a
"No,
little swoop
open your
swoop
eyes.
in
Let
the
me see you. Ugh, you look beautiful. Ugh, ugh, ugh." It's like the same thing over and over. It's like
yeah,
there
it
was no
didn't.
variety.
Yeah, it's almost like I felt like I was kind of like speeding through it a little bit because it's like,
I
oh,
was
y'all
oh,
back at
definitely
each other's
towards the
house.
end, like them later scenes. Like I can't even tell you the details. I could like tell you, I glanced, I skimmed over them, but I'm just like, I feel like I already read this.
Yeah, I feel like okay, yeah. So I feel like in general, like with sex scenes, when authors write these sex scenes, because it is very hard to write a sex scene. I will say that I can't
I
imagine
didn't think
writing
about it
one.
like that, but I can
I it's
imagine that.
I can't imagine myself putting that on paper.
Hmm.
I can't. So when
I'm
I
gonna
just
try to
feel
do
like
it just because you just said that. I'm gonna try to
and you
do
gonna
it.
realize it's such a challenge.
Yeah,
Probably it
I'm gonna
depends
try.
on
Literally,
how
after we get
prude
off
you
this
are.
call, I'm gonna try to write a sex
Yeah,
scene about
no,
something.
like you probably have to get kind of inspiration from watching porn or something. Like that's probably how you have to,
Hmm.
and you have to probably write it out like that
Yeah.
or do it yourself.
Yeah. I mean, you're right, because I can imagine that'd be pretty difficult. Okay, I'm gonna start giving a little more grace.
Yeah, like because me, I'm a prude, so I just kind of
Yeah.
like don't. I'm not going to say it out loud. I'm not going to say
Yeah.
certain things out loud. So I feel like when authors write these romances or they write these yeah, when they write these romances and they write these sex scenes because I feel like everyone should have them in their romances.
Yeah.
However, I feel like we should only see about 2, 3, or
Yeah.
we should kind of allude to the fact that you guys are about to have sex every so
Yeah.
often. But we don't have to have one all the time. We don't have to have
Detailed
10 of them.
10 to 11 pages at a time of just like, ooh, like it's unnecessary at a certain point.
Yeah, like, cause I vividly remember and Can't Get Enough when they was in that coat closet.
Yeah.
She wrote
Yeah.
that perfect. She
Yeah.
wrote that perfect.
Yeah.
I have to go back and look at that, like, read it so often.
But it's like, and that's a good example though. Like it was written well and it wasn't repeated too often. So like we can call that out and actually appreciate it. It's not like I can't tell you about like at least 3 or 4 of the different scenes, sex scenes in this book
Yeah,
because they were
cause
all
I
the
scanned
same.
through it. Yeah, cause I
Yeah.
scanned through
At a
it.
certain point, it's like it's repetitive. But yeah, like Kennedy Ryan definitely has a good she does a good job of it.
So, just to end off our episode, how do you picture? Because the next book is Release Me, and Release Me has 3 parts, and that's Mallory and Chris's story.
Oh, I need to know that. I need them details.
And also, it's a we don't have to. Discovered this recently. You don't have to read Restore Me. You can read actually Release Me, release like I think it's a different order that JL Seekers has.
They're all out already.
Yeah. So she put out new publishing like books. So you'll end up getting like the next book the new published book.
Oh,
But with
wow, okay.
I think with Release Me, I gotta go back and look at the story, the not the chronological order, because Restore Me is the first book out the series, but it's another order to read it in. So Release
Okay.
Me follows when Eric is still alive and like when they're in like college or something like
Oh,
that. So how do you think Mallory and Chris's story is? Because I feel like that would be a spin the block type of story.
definitely. Y'all definitely got something. They gonna end up together, obviously. But I, it's something that went on in college that just like I need to know because I thought they was gonna touch on it more in this book, but I didn't realize like the next book was their actual story. They just kind of like
Mhm.
tiptoed around it in this book, which sets it up really good because I want to know. But I do think that yeah, it must have been something bad. He cheated or something stupid.
I feel like it ain't gonna be that deep.
I don't feel like it
Whatever
is
it
either. Not for
is.
you to still be trying to smash him and liking him and stuff and
Cause
still,
I
oh,
feel
I
like if
hate
she
him, but you
acting,
still invited him
yeah,
over. Like,
if she's
he ain't do
still
nothing that
acting
bad.
like that and she still can kind of like interact with him a little bit, I'm like, he
Cause
ain't
like
do
I
nothing
know
that
guys from
bad.
my past, if I'm like, there are certain ones who's like, I don't care how good you look or whatever, you could come to me right now and it was 10 years ago. I don't want nothing to do with you.
Cause that's how Monk and Verity was in they book.
Right?
And I'm just like, nah, ain't nothing. I wanna know what the fuck happened between y'all. Now I'm like
Yeah.
Mallory and Chris, I'm like, now what the hell happened between y'all?
Right?
Nothing ain't that bad ain't happened.
What the hell
Like
happened?
even when Yasmin and Josiah got divorced, I'm like, nah, that didn't even call for all that to get broken up
Yeah.
like that.
Probably still one of my favorite love stories we done read. I love them so much. Cause like we was rooting for them so bad, and then you keep seeing pieces of the story, and you're like, ugh. Oh, they
Yeah.
were so good.
So I'm ready, but I am not sure if we're gonna like include that into next season because I know that's an announcement coming up later that we're gonna have like all new authors for
I
season
kind of feel
3.
like we have to
You
though.
feel like we have to finish off
She could
like this
no, we don't have to
series?
finish it, but
Okay.
we can add at least like Release Me to the list.
Because it Release
We'll
Me
talk
has
about it.
1, 2, and 3 parts. These are 3 different books.
Oh, it's 3 books, so
Mm-hmm.
it's like Release Me 1, Release Me 2.
Release Me 3.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
Oh
like I
no, that's
have
gonna
to go
piss me
back.
off. I'm gonna have to read all of them. So I guess no.
Yeah, it's like I'm so because I'm really curious to see how Eric was like as a
Right? And I
brother,
didn't
as a
know that he was
husband, like all
alive in the
that.
next one. It's like, now I really want to read them. We gonna
Yeah,
discuss
it's
it.
I
We gonna
have
see.
to. I'm gonna send you the actual order, like the other order that you could read it in. But yeah, Release Me, I think is just overall Chris and Mallory's story. So I can't wait to see how they
Wow.
turn out
Oh,
because I'm
I guess that
curious.
makes this even sadder. Can you imagine reading that first and then you read this? And it's
Right, you
like,
found out
Eric,
he died. Yeah, that is bad. I'm glad I read this first.
right? Like,
Yeah, because
aw.
that would have hurt my feelings. Not even
Right?
gonna lie to you. That would have like really, really hurt my feelings.
Yeah, send that to me because we'll discuss it. That concludes this week's episode of the Booked and Busy podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in, and be sure to check out our next episode when we review The Tenant by Frida McFadden. Until next time, bye.